Hello and welcome to the Lost Pines Workshop. I'm JC Jensen. This is Build a Rocking Chair, episode 28, where we're going to sculpt the front leg and some more off the side of this seat. As you can see, I've already kind of done this one. I haven't done this one yet, getting there. I used a combination of the angle grinder for the heavy work out here where we have all that excess material, right? I used the angle grinder for that, as well as some of the side of the seat. Hal gets really aggressive here, cutting this to create I'll say a narrower radius along this side of the seat. I'm about halfway there, I think. I'm going to end up turning the chair over and working on the bottom edge as well. And then I also ground off, if you can see here, the edge of the seat continues, and so I shaved off some more of this corner here on the front. So visually from the front, you can see this just one continuous curve, as opposed to what this side is right now. You can't really see that one. This curve comes to the kind of the inside of the leg, where this is outside. So I shaved off quite a bit off of this front edge so that visually it looks really nice and continuous. All right, cleaned up all the joint here on the top where it meets the seat, as well as on the bottom. And then the other thing that I did working on this leg was trying to get a nice smooth curve from the top all the way through to the bottom on the outside and the inside. So I've just got a nice gentle curve all the way down without any bumps. I've got a little bit more work to do right off of the joint. A little bit of a hump right here that I don't like. I'm going to try and take that down a little bit more. We'll see. But the other thing you'll notice is it's narrow here in the middle, still flared at the top, and I'm still flared at the bottom. Because I don't want to mess with those until after I get the armrest and the rocker installed. That way I can blend all of those parts together. So it's just nice, and everything flows nice and smooth. All right, so I've left these still kind of chunky. Okay, that's where I'm at. So I'm going to start on the other side. Again, I'll begin with the angle grinder, and then I did a lot of work with the on this with the orbital sander and 60 grit paper, because I just had more control with that in shaping this All right, well, there you have it. I'm real happy with how these have turned out for me. Um, both the legs and the shaping of the sides of the seat. There's wiggle room here. Whereas, I'm trying to follow Hal's plan as closely as possible and the shape of his chair as closely as I can. But I missed a little bit. My legs are a little bit thinner and a little more round than Hal's are, and I think that's okay. Um, there's room here on the sides as well. I went with the round over shape that I'm happy with. I think Hal thins out this bottom a little bit more than what I did. But like I said, there's wiggle room here. You can get away with doing some of your own thing, right? It's your chair. Lastly, notice I got some blue tape on here. I wrapped the bottom of these feet. So rather than being a contortionist working on the floor, in general, just to be a little bit more ergonomic, I flipped and rotated and did all kinds of stuff to keep from being a contortionist, trying to shape the legs all the way around, and of course the bottom of the seat. Putting the blue tape on there, if you haven't already discovered, the bottoms where these are flared out are soft, right? You can very easily split your flare off. Or wrapping these in blue tape helps protect that. I had it on the floor a couple of times working on horizontal sanding and having the tape, and of course this is just an old moving blanket, just to soften it up, because I've already done some 400 grit sanding and I don't want to beat it up. So at this point, I've alternated between grinding and sanding with this 60 grit, and that's where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and sand all of this out again to 400. Go through the grits, work to 400, and I also will say here on the leg, towards the top and towards the bottom, I'm narrow through the middle portion where it flares up, and at the bottom of the leg it flares back out. I did that on purpose because I didn't want to grind too much on here until after I get the armrest attached, and I didn't want to grind too much down there on the bottom until I get the adders and the stacks and the rockers attached. It gives me that room to do that shaping. So when I do my 400 sanding, I'm not going to worry too much about the very tops or the very bottoms, because we're still got some shaping to do there. But everything else, all of this around the seat, everything that joins the seat, whatnot, 400 grit, here I come. Yeah, so if you like this, you like my method of instruction, please hit that like button. We'll see you down the road.